Equal third of the AFL, driving the footy inside 50. Centres this ball to Birchall on the wing. Down to a minute to go. Hawks looking to take the lead. Penetrating kick by Young to the top of the square and from the side. Well, Hodge spoiled by his teammate Osborne, who gets it off the Franklin and steps quickly. Oh, and a goal from Buddy. Buddy's back. Just one of a myriad of highlights from the opening term of Sunday night football. A late goal to Lance Franklin, giving the Hawks a 3-point lead at quarter time, 4-2-26. To the Magpies, 3-5-23. The Collingwood goals shared around. Ben Reid, the first gamer, with 1 goal too from his 3 shots at goal in the opening term. By way of the numbers, Tarkin Lockyer with 8 possessions for the Magpies. Swan, Clark, Johnson and Cox all with 7 touches. The clearances, though, are interesting count, 10-3, favouring the Magpies' way in the opening term, and they had 100 possessions to 72. It's Sunday night football. Clinton Gribus alongside of Gerard Healy and David Parkin. And gents, we were hoping, we were expecting a big game, and we've got it.
We've got an electrifying game, David, and we're just talking about interchange bench. I know that the AFL are looking at restricting it, but if you can get that sort of intensity and that sort of ferocity, why would you change anything?
No, well, you wouldn't. I mean, the frenetic pace is what's lifted our arousal. Half the time we're looking for breath as well.
Let's get the reaction from the Hawks. Todd Viney with Rowan Smith.
Well, tight first quarter. What were your thoughts?
Well, I thought we were a little bit slow at the box, even though we got a few goals on the scoreboard. I thought our defensive pressure was a little bit loose. I think the bye's sort of taken effect. We're just not quite sharp enough. So hopefully they've had a wake-up call and we can get back to being really hungry at the contest and win those hard balls.
And the clearances, you got to pick those up.
Yeah, we're down by 5, so in the middle of the ground. So that's not good enough. We've been pretty good in that area.
Good luck in the second quarter.
Thanks, Ryan.
Once again, they just line up in the middle. Hawthorn going to try and just burst out wide. They've got one running, and they'll go to Gillam.
And he will mark it. She was a precise kick. Gillam's away. Good kick to the wing. Joel Smith. Hawks running. 70 out. Just chips it towards Bateman. In the end, he has to slap it wide of Lockyer. Goodwood will duel that. Boyle in support. Drops it. Gives it to Franklin. Always dangerous. Watch the bounce. Doesn't favour him. And Heath Shaw will keep it in for Collingwood and go quickly to Cox.
Poor kick coming into the forward line. Probably should have gone to the top of the square. The precision pass wasn't on.
Lucuria sends it to Davis.
Ricky Lenson! Ricky!
Well, you're right. That's been one of their problems. They've just tried to do too much with the ball once inside 50.
Shaw to midfield. Good ball. Maxwell.
Right there, Jordy! Don't go forward!
Former teammate of Luke Hodge at the Geelong Falcons. One highly drafted, one was not. Both playing tonight. Now Wakeman ambitiously running away from Franklin. Did well, the veteran. Long to the hot spot. A lot of Magpies flew there. Not many waiting down. Brown to Ledson. And good kick. Splitting wide was Lewis. He's only got one option for him long. It's this one right here, Roughhead and Lockyer. And Roughhead won't get away. Play on is the call. Roughhead doing well. Boundaries throw in. It'll be a bounce. What a great jewel.
What a wonderful moment in the game. Wonderful moment in the game. Just terrific. Bloke half his size in Lockyer.
Fraser the hit out. Mitchell sharks it. Gives it to Crawford from the 50. Centering ball for Bateman. Clark in pursuit. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's gone on at 45, 50 metres.
Once again, though, Hawks just not taking the right option in the forward line.
Bateman to Ladson.
Starting to get on top, though, generating the options. Got to hit targets.
It's 50, and this will be a goal-scoring chance for Rick Ladson. Here's Marty Clark.
That was an unbelievable. How quickly to think that and execute it. You probably have to be a Gaelic footballer to do that, actually. Australian footballer doesn't think to do that.
Nah. Mind you, it's not a round ball here, is it?
No, that's true.
Rick Ladson now. Kicked 3 goals last start against the Blues in that 100-point annihilation for his first today to put the Hawks back on top. It's a seesawing game. Ladson gives Hawthorn the lead again. Lead changes in the game as Didak gives to Lucuria, who kicks inside the 50 and Crow marked brilliantly.
Play on now! We're down, play on!
Out wide, Lewis and Holland. Holland kept his feet. Thomas with Ellis chasing. Cloak. Centering ball. Brown waiting for it. Midhurst backing back. Brown the spoil. Joel Smith unable to control it. Pendlebury gives it off to Crawford. And now Brown and the Hawks can steady and clear.
They've got one up the middle if they can spot him. They've got him.
Gee, Brown on the left foot. Magnificent kick to McGlynn. And Sewell draws the defence, feeds to Franklin at full stretch. So it's Boyle and Franklin against Goldsack and Wakeland. Wakeland's going to try and shepherd to enable Heath Shaw to get it, but Franklin got there first.
Great hands, Franklin.
Got it to Boyle. Now Lewis slips away from Lucuria and centres it on the lead Osborne. Well, he didn't want to run into McGlynn. Didn't see Lockyer was going to spoil it. It's being played at a frenetic pace. And McGlynn in the path of Osborne, who steadies. He can put Hawthorn in front, and he does! Oh, what a match unfolding here.
Well, that lead from Osborne, it could have it, but Osborne did find the space to finish. But that little, 30-second of play there, Sheridan had everything that footy would want.
Well, it's good work by Boyle. Both big men at either end of the ground poking handballs out. Wait for it. And this time it was McGlynn who got it to Osborne, and it was a darn good finish around the corner. A little bit dangerous, but he's only had a couple of kicks. Has
set shot kicking.
Another look at Reid getting the free.
It was the second one.
Yours.
Turnover. O'Brien gives it back. And Birchall now measures his kick superbly to Osborne.
He was gone.
He's got a loose man at half forward. Didn't see him. He goes to the centre corridor where Bateman can go wide. Leading is Boyle. It's just back and forth, back and forth. It's like Wimbledon here.
It is
on grass.
And Osborne was a bit slow back off the mark. He missed the one inside on our left. Looked across, I thought, no, he's going to kick this long and high. But it was a good centering of the ball, which has now ended up with a shot on goal.
Tim Boyle with 26 for the season has been a revelation in that forward line. He kicked 5 against Port in round 10. 5 times he's kicked 3 goals this year, without one tonight. We're in the time-on period of the second term, and Boyle's kick is good. Hawks by 7 points.
Well, Tim Boyle's the best kick at Hawthorn for goal that I've seen this year, and he may well be the best shot at goal on the ground at the moment. So if you were going to kick it to anybody, he's got the most reliable technique.
Relaxed. Lovely relaxed technique. A bit like Williams, his teammate, who's unavailable at the moment. Just kicks a very good technique, but it's lovely and relaxed. There's no tense about it at all. Good hands out in front. Was it good hands? Was a good tape before it.
Now one into the ground, you've got Guerra. Contest numbers, the raw numbers 18-7. They don't tell a lie at the moment.
They don't.
Thanks, Benny.
And in the finish, that's got to beat you. If they can't reverse, that'll get it back on equilibrium. They can't win the game.
And we say that with the Hawks being 1 point up.
Well, no, you're right. I mean, I don't think the scoreboard counts at this stage.
A point the difference, and that's where we should be at half-time. The Magpies have won the last 4 against Hawthorn comfortably. The closest game, 28 points. Well, at half-time in the match of the round, it's Hawthorn by a point. Great contest, gents.
Well, that's exactly what it is, Clinton. It is a contest, 2 relatively different styles. Hawthorn are trying to own the corridor, and well, I think Collingwood are comfortable with them having that space because they're whipping the ball round the wing and then spearing it into a couple of their tall left footers.
As the siren rang, Jared, almost every single player on both sides leant forward and put their hands on their knees. It was like the final siren had rung, and we've just run the 15 Ks and played a magnificent game of footy.
Lots to talk about. Stay with us. Hawthorn 7-4, Collingwood 6-9. A point the difference. The match of the round. It's right here on Fox Sports AFL Sunday Night Football.